Ngayong window, walang 𝗧𝗏𝗀 at 𝗀𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗏 na magiging available for Gilas Filipinas, especially going up against tall opponents like Australia and New Zealand. This window is definitely not going to be easy at all para sa Gilas. As a matter of fact, many fans are expecting na baka hindi pa nga manalo ang Gilas sa window na to. Kasi hindi rin naman fully present yung, kumbaga, yung Team A ng Gilas. Pero dahil nga sa absences na yon, specifically with Soto and QMB, may opening at saka chance ngayon for newer faces na ipakita kung ano ang kanilang kaya. Sa video na to today, we're going to talk about Mike Phillips and ano yung mga bagay na pwede nating i-expect sa kanya sa kanyang first Gilas appearance outside of Asian Games. Let's go over the basic first. Si Mike Phillips ay isang 6'8" big from Lasal na nakilala for his rebounding prowess and hustle. Right now, he's an improving playmaker sa high post. Recently sa MPBL, I've seen some stats na napalaki yung mga mata ko. Like, these numbers are great. If meron man sigurong parang magiging second coming of Christian Stan Hardinger, baka siya na to. Or baka siya na yun. By the way, naglalaro siya sa MPBL ngayong 2026-27 tournament. Nakapaglaro siya so far ng 10 games as of recording this, kung saan nag-average siya ng 8.4 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 2 assists per game sa 24 minutes. Meron din siyang 0.8 steals and 1.3 blocks and an improving 3-pointer with 33% sa almost 1 attempt kada laro. So I'm thinking na si Phillips kasi potential-wise, hindi sa talent yung gusto kong pag-usapan eh. Kasi talent, mahirap yan i-predict. Kumbaga, potential-wise, hindi natin alam. Pero yung, kumbaga, playstyle niya, perfect sa gustong mangyari ni Coach Tim. Tapos, imagine ba natin kung masasanay siya sa system ni Coach Tim, di ba? Mas ma-unlock pa lalo yung playmaking skills niya. Pero generally, we can expect great rebounding, solid rim protection, and good hustle plays from him. Siguro, think right now, nasabi ko kanina si Stan, pero siguro medyo outrageous yun kasi ibang level naman talaga si Stan. Pero malay natin nga, di ba, in terms of talent. Pero siguro right now, para conservative yung ating comparison, think of a Troy Rosario Pro Max in terms of paano siya nagagamit sa system. With, of course, di ba, yung shades of Stan trail big qualities. Keyword ko is qualities kasi of course, he's not the playmaker like Stan yet. Pero, di ba, we can expect solid screens, mga dribble handoffs from him kapag nagtakbo Gilas sa mga zoom actions or mga two-man game actions na I've seen tinatakbo nila sa practice with Juan Gomez de Leaño. And kahit nga na practice, di ba, nakakain pa rin si Junmar sa pick and roll. And this is one advantage na gusto ko talaga with Mike Phillips kasi si Edu, okay siya as a roller. Okay din siya as a popper. Pero si Edu kasi medyo yung hands niya, he's not the best finisher out there. And si Junmar naman is not the best defender out there. And si Troy Rosario, if ever man gamitin, and si Balti, they're more of a basurero kind of guy. And patingiting ngayon sa mga dunker spot. Pero si Phillips kasi, I think, yung nabibigay niya sa Gilas Filipinas is a different kind of big man game kung saan he will set solid screens, he will roll aggressively to the basket. And talagang yung gravity niya diving to the rim. Very athletic, can dunk. Like maybe and then I'm not saying na Japet pero yung kumbaga yung quality ba of having someone na very aggressive roller. May iba kasi yung complexion ng laro and maybe that opens up opportunities for our shooters. So let's go over some clips. So itong game na to, MPBL appearance to ni Mike Phillips, San Juan versus Cebu. Ito yung muntik na siyang mag-triple-double. He dropped 9 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 12 na stat line. April 16, 2026, panalo sila 81-73. So, itong pag-uusapan natin na clips, kinuha ko yung mga sa tingin ko kasi na magagamit ni Phillips sa sistema ng Gilas and ni Coach Tim 𝗀. And si Coach Tim 𝗀 kasi many people na siguro hindi, avid viewers talaga ng either Barangay Breakdown, this channel, or the Ice channel, or even, really paying attention sa kung anong tinatakbo ni Coach Tim. They would think kasi na Coach Tim talaga triangle pa rin. Triangle purist. Coach Tim 𝗀 is still a triangle purist. Pero these days, kung ano kasing ginagawa niya sa Ginebra, ina-apply niya rin sa Gilas. And this year, or this last conference ng Ginebra, so far this 2026, we've seen a change, di ba? Sa opensa ng Ginebra. Parang nirevert niya dun sa Stan Dira na mas open, mas maraming handoffs, mas tumatakbo sila. I'd argue, mas tumatakbo nga sila these days kumpara sa Stan Dira and mas nag-a-attempt sila ng 3-pointers. And maybe, tendency ni Coach Tim Con mag-rely sa vets. Maybe we still see Junmar a lot or a ton this window kasi walang QMB and Kai, and si Coach Tim mahilig sa poste. Maybe he puts Junmar in there, pero in regards with Mike Phillips kasi yun na nga, di ba? Walang QMB, walang Kai. So I'd assume Coach Tim Con would run an offense na mas geared towards kung ano or kung sino-sino yung meron sila, diba? Like Phillips, Rosario, Edu, mas ball screen and handoff oriented. Kagaya ng ginawa niya with Troy and 𝗪𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 Mike Phillips. And nakita natin yan doon sa parang open practice nila. They were practicing two-man game actions between JDL and Mike Phillips, tapos 𝗪𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗁 and 𝗠𝗵𝗵 Fajardo. Kasi may sense eh. Si RJ is spot-up shooter, of the dribble shooter. If you pair him with 𝗠𝗵𝗵 gets a lot of space. Si Juan Gomez naman is a very talented slasher. If you pair him with Mike Phillips, who is an elite roller in my opinion, and very athletic big, very mobile big, ang gandang two-man game din nun. So anyway, wag na natin patagalin. Mike Phillips kasi, ang pinaka-exciting na part ng game niya para sa akin ay yung mga dribble handoffs. Kasi makikita natin dito. So sa play na to, makikita natin si Mike Phillips, dribble handoff papunta rito sa kakampi niya. Diba? Ang maganda kasi dito, Phillips kasi is a very athletic big. And since open na open yung court dito, makikita natin, there's a lot of space for these two players to create and maneuver. Dito si Phillips, if he sets a very solid screen, mag-go over yan or mag-go under. And this guy, maraming pressure sa kanya ngayon to either maintain the drive of the ball handler and the roll of Phillips. Makikita natin dito, galing sa handoff si Phillips, set siya ng solid screen, nag-roll siya, pocket pass, 2 points. Pumunta siya sa spot niya. Yun yung gusto ko sa laro ni Phillips. Kasi he can either score by being a very aggressive, very athletic roller, but at the same time, diba, pwede siya maging hub ng offense. Makikita natin dito, offensive rebound. Again, iniscan niya yung court dito. Nakita niya, okay, essentially empty side kami ng kakampi ko. Again, gives it up to his teammate, sets a solid screen, empty side, tumira yung kakampi, pull up kasi nakadrop dito yung big man ng kalaban. And that's Mike Phillips for you. Offensive rebound, scan the floor, IQ, sets a solid screen, 2 points para sa kakampi. Assist na, screen assist pa, diba? And if ever man, diba, na kunyari sabihin natin, this guy, yung big man, mag-close out, merong role ngayon si Phillips, libreng-libre. Having players like Juan Gomez and RJ, diba, na threat off the dribble, that would make Mike Phillips' life so much easier. So, dito, binigay kay Phillips sa may wing. Makikita natin, again, empty side ball screen, pero ni-reject ni Mike Phillips. Hindi niya binigay yung dribble handoff. Dumarive siya ala Draymond Green. Merong saddle brush screen from his teammate. Very nice. Boom, natanggal yung tao ni Phillips. And again, length, size, tsaka athleticism. Ang maganda kasi dito, diba, si 𝗂𝗪 and si QMB, nasa bigger side sila, slower side. Mas power player, mas poste. Or, in some regards, diba, mas pick and pop. And then, or post up. Si AJ Edu naman, is kind of an athletic pero in-betweener siya in a way na medyo hindi kasi siya banger sa ilalim. Pero kaya niyang makipaglabanan. So, offensive rebounds, manupalpal. Pero you don't expect AJ Edu na makipagbungguan talaga sa ilalim. Kaya niya makipagsabayan pero hindi makipagbungguan. And si Phillips kasi, siya yung parang middle ground na kaya niya makipagbangayan, kaya niya makipagbungguan, but at the same time is athletic enough na makipagsabayan. If that makes sense, like yung 𝗂𝗪 and QMB archetype, bigger but slower. Edu naman, faster but thinner. Diba? 𝗪𝗀, faster but thinner. Troy, faster but thinner. Si Phillips sila sa gitna, 6'8", malaki katawan, malakas ang katawan, pero athletic pa din. So magandang option to have a guy like Mike Phillips sa Gilas Filipinas. Especially, diba, hindi naman laging sure yung schedule ng mga players nila na akala mo side quest, di ba? Not always available. Dito makikita natin, Phillips sets a solid screen, nabunggo pa nga siya doon, pero short roll to an open man sa corner. So yun na po provide ng isang Mike Phillips. And I really like na unlock niya yung playmaking side ng game niya kasi malaking bagay yun for a roller like him. Kasi it adds another dimension eh. Hindi ka one trick pony. Like yun yung naging parang ceiling ni 𝗪𝗪 eh, di ba? Si 𝗪𝗪 kasi athletic roller, aggressive roller. Pero hindi niya na-acquire yung playmaking sa role na kapag dalawa na yung sumasalubong sa kanya, he cannot make or he didn't had the ability to find the open man. Laging ginagamit niya yung, kumbaga, yung superpowers niya. For a guy like Mike Phillips, meron din siyang superpowers, pero it's nice to have another dimension na kaya niyang i-give up yung extra pass, or yung drop pass, or yung kick out sa corner, or maybe yung hockey assist, diba? That's very important to me. And for Gilas Filipinas, again, it's nice to have another guy with a different skill set that bridges the gap sa kung anong meron sila currently. And you know, this window may not be the most competitive windows we will see sa stint na to ng Gilas Filipinas, pero to me, importante sa akin na makita ano ba ang kayang gawin nila Mike Phillips, nila Juan Gomez, nila RJ. Kumbaga, to me, mas mahalaga na matry out yung mga bago, masanay sila sa offense or sa defense na rin. And sa system in general, instead na looking at it shorter term, maybe, konti na lang yung oras, pero why not, di ba? Why not try out this, guys? Mag-build ng chemistry para if yung mga hindi laging available, wala, 'di ba? Meron silang another team or another squad or another set of players na may chemistry and kayang mag-play above their means for the Gilas Filipinas team.